In this video, we are going to talk about the 5 best money moves in your 30s. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. Those of us in our 30s are well aware that this is the decade in which everything happens. At work, you're most likely building on the momentum you began in your 20s, with an eye on bagging promotions and reaching career highs. You're probably doing a lot of other things outside of work, too, like having kids and or traveling, without a bag this time, and or partnering and or purchasing a house. Along the way, there are a few sensible financial choices you can make right now that future you will be grateful for. Number 5. Let your priorities guide the way. You may be balancing a number of objectives, including debt, savings, retirement, property ownership, and children. Investing, on the other hand, may be able to assist you in crossing off some of your to-do lists. Maybe you've always wanted to. Alternatively, you may purchase a condo on Hilton Head, or going to Rome for a huge 40th birthday celebration. Or maybe you just want to fit those objectives in with your other priorities and do all you can to make them a reality. Number 4. Prepare for kids and the cost of having them, if that's your thing. For the first time in history, there are more American women in their 20s than males. In our own poll, 49% of women in their 30s stated they had children, with 15% saying it is a top priority for them. So, if you're considering having children for personal reasons, no pressure, now is the time. This is particularly true if you're considering a career change or don't have access to paid family leave at work. Choosing whether or not to take time off work is a personal decision that may be amazing if it's something that's essential to you. But it usually isn't. As a result, the earlier you prepare financially, the better. Number 3. Get ready for home ownership, if that's your thing. When we polled 1,000 women about their financial objectives and behaviors, 56% of those in their 30s said they had just purchased a home or considered it a priority. We're all for you purchasing your ideal house, if it's the perfect fit for you, but we also want you to think about it before you purchase. Despite the traditional saying, it isn't always the superior option. Then, if you do decide to purchase, have a look at our end. Following that, you might begin saving for A, which is the gold standard. That's because it drastically minimizes your chances of going underwater, or owing more than you possess. In most circumstances, it will also save you money on private mortgage insurance, and may enable you to get a bigger or lower interest loan. Plus, if you want to acquire A, more than $450,000 in most regions of the US, 20% or close to it may be necessary. We also suggest putting money aside for closing expenses, which are usually a percentage of the home's purchase price. Number 2. Get on track for retirement. Keep doing what you're doing if you're still building a sound financial foundation. But, whatever you do, try to make the most of any opportunity that comes your way. That's money that's been given to you for free. Then, after you've knocked debt and an emergency fund off your to-do list, you can focus more intently. The sooner you start, the better. A dollar invested today has shown to be more valuable than a dollar invested later. So, if at all feasible, raise your game from doing enough to get the match to doing enough to retire comfortably. We suggest that you save 90% of your pre-retirement income. Number 1. Build a foundation. Get your finances in order first if you have high-interest debt or don't have a fully funded emergency fund. To get there, we advocate utilizing the as an easy-to-use budgeting technique. Debt. As a result, holding on to that debt will cost you too much in interest for anything with. This includes credit card debt, personal loans, private loans, and everything else you can think of. We usually advise using the repayment method. Pay the minimums on all of your accounts and apply whatever excess money you have in your budget to the debt with the greatest interest rate. This method is intended to assist you in paying the least amount of interest feasible. Emergency fund. Following that, we have it rains sometimes and pours other times. It also floods sometimes. We suggest putting aside 3 to 6 months worth of earnings. If you're a single freelancer, for example, you may want to complete 6 months worth. Because your income may be erratic, this will provide you with more of a buffer to fall back on. On the other hand, if you've been at your work for a long time and have another family member who helps pay the expenses, 3 months' worth of income may be plenty. In any case, maintain your emergency money in cash as opposed to dollars, so you may get it when you need it. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.